Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to another Hold My Beer episode. And today we have two replays. We have the 121B and we have the Shark Tank. And this one is driven by a Serb. What a game this is. What an absolute lovely battle this is. So he is in the 121B. He's going towards the left side in Rockfield now, which is the standard side. Most of the battles are done this side, and most of the time in a medium they do run to this rush to this bush to try and spot any tanks that are coming from the left side, but the same with the other side of the map. People go to the bush opposite as well. So far only the Death Star has been spotted. As we know, the camo on the Death Star isn't the greatest of now, and he is the first to get spotted. I don't think he is he knows that he's open. He can be seen from behind that rock and he can be shot, and all of a sudden he's gone. Within a minute of the game, the biggest tank, the only TD on the enemy team, has gone. So that is a plus for Serb's team. So now he's going to this side, or this side of this rock, or the sea cap. The standard B has taken a nasty couple of shots, and there is an E50M as well. So the best thing about the 121B, it does have a strong turret, so the gun depression isn't the greatest, especially for this kind of position in the map. You do have to expose quite a lot of yourself, of your tank, to be able to get your shot off. But it's not too bad if you've got team with you, just like he has here. Him and this E50 is just tearing apart the enemy E50, and he is able to take him out for his first kill. So now he is going to be able to get some side shots into these guys. He does take a nasty shot there from the E100. So at the minute it is a 7 versus 4. He's going to focus for the Sheridan. Nice HE there, but he's going to get shot in a minute from another E100 that is all on his own, the other side of the map. There we go. So at the moment he's going to focus the E100 in front of him. You can see, I love his map awareness. He's going now to get into a position where he can't get shot from both E100s, and that's exactly what he's doing. I don't think he meant to block the E50M there. So the E100, that was a bad shot from that E100, and he gets a lucky bounce, and another lucky bounce from the Sheridan. So he's going to try, he went to focus for the Sheridan there, which would have been the correct decision, but because the Sheridan made it past the corner in time, he's just going to focus for this E100. And look, I love his awareness. I absolutely love his awareness. Now, most people would go for that E100 that is on his own. Not Serb, no. He's going to ignore the E100 that's on his home, because he's not really dangerous. He's going to go and help his team deal with the tanks that they can help with. And you can see here, like, he's always looking at that E100 on the other side of the map. Can he shoot me? Can I get a shot off in him? No. Okay, I'm going to go and help my team. And that's exactly what he's doing. He's going to go for the E75 now. He is going to get shot, so he is a one shot to any of the last 3 remaining tanks. So he's going to get behind this E75, take a shot, and then he's going to let the convoy deal with him. And he does take him out. So all that's left is both of these E100s. So he's going to get a shot there into one of the E100s. The other E100 is still full hit points. And now it is a 5 versus 1. Now a 4 versus 1. So it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Now the enemy E100 probably isn't a great player, and he probably knows that. He's on 5.5k damage already. As long as he doesn't get shot on his way, then he should hopefully be able to deal with this guy. Now, he's going to get there much quicker than his team, because he is the only medium. Now, I think he does have a tank AFK. The TD, I think, might be AFK on his team. I'm not 100% sure. As long as he can get behind this guy before the E100 turns his turret, then he shouldn't really have a problem. Now, the E100, all he has to really do is back up to a rock, back up to one of these rocks, and he should be able to get the shot off. And that is exactly what he's started doing. So I was thinking, okay, maybe he isn't such a bad player after all. Maybe he just wanted to get some side shots in the medium tanks, and then he goes and does that, and I'm thinking, okay, yeah, he's a bad player. So Zerb gets a nice high roll there. He still needs to shoot him twice. He still needs to be careful. The E100 will probably reload before he can reload this next shot, unless he can obviously do this, and he does get the kill. So well played, Zerb. Bounces 12 1200 damage, and he ends on 8.3k damage, 162,000 credits, and almost 1900 base XP. Well played indeed. Very, very good game. And the E100 was actually quite special. I think at 47%, something like that. So next up we have the Shark tank, the T54E2, and it is driven by EC Project. We're just going to call him Project. Now this was one of the first days that this tank was released. I was going to add this into the world of dummies, but I thought, no, you know what, I'm not going to disrespect Project in that way, because he has a blinder of a game, and I think this is actually #1 in the Hall of Fame. He does amazing. He really does amazing. He keeps his nerve. He gets into the positions that he needs to get in for this tank. This tank has got strong armor, strong turret armor, not so strong hull armor. It's basically like a tier 8 E5. So even though the lurver, mainly the lurver on the enemy team, is the dummy, but he does absolutely fantastic, and I need to applaud him and put this in a Hold My Beer episode, because it does deserve to be in there. Even though there is a couple of dummies on the enemy team, it still, I think, is worthy to be in this video. So he's going with his team straight away. The T49 within a minute is gone, and you can see the enemy are pretty much the same as his team. Really, they're all over the place. They're in the middle, they're to the right, they are all, just look at the mini map, they are all spread out, and he needs to decide what way is best to go for. Is it best to go left, or is it best to go for the mediums to the right? And so he's going to go for the mediums and the light tank to the right. He does get shot there from one of these tanks. I don't know if it was the Type 62 or not, but now the Tiger P is coming. He needs to start backing up, because he is getting shot from the Type 62, I believe. Yeah, it is the Type 62. He is getting a bounce. Well, he's only got one bounce so far. He is going to bounce a lot more than that, mainly because of the dummy in the lurver. But so far it is a 4 versus 6. It's a 4 versus 6. A lot of work is to be done. I mean, with the T23 E3, the Type 62 Dragon is now a one-shot. There's a T44 as well. He gets a nice shot there into the Emil, and it's now a 3 versus 6. There's a couple of low hit point tanks. He's going to ignore the Tiger for now to clear the Emil. So that is one tank down. He's got 1 kill, and he's bringing it to now a 3 versus 5. He needs to deal with this T44. He is getting penned. He is taking damage. So he needs to back up, start using the gun depression, start using the turret in this kind of position, and he does take out that T44. He has got a little bit of backup now, but he is still getting penned. It's a 3-on-4, and he's only now on 531 hit points, now 474. He needs to not get shot anymore. He needs to not get shot anymore. If he gets shot from this Tiger, he could be a one-shot, and it could make things a lot more difficult. So the Tiger P is now a one-shot. The T23 E3 is now a one-shot. The IS on his team is taking damage, but he does manage to get his 3rd kill, and he brings it down to a 3-on-3. As we can see, it is a 3-on-3, but 2 of the enemy are a one-shot. So, oh, that was a bad bounce. That was a bad bounce. And now that actually leaves him against a 1 versus 3. He needs to hurry up and take these shots. He needs to clear these tanks. He does get a nice bounce there from that Tiger P. He does get shot from the Type 62 Dragon. That was a lucky bounce there from the lurver. Lucky bounce. So now he has bounced 860 damage. But he is a one-shot against almost full hit point lurver. He is a one-shot to a full hit point lurver. This should not be a win, especially as he's not in the position to use this tank as it should be used. Hold down. That's the only really advantage of this tank, is hold down. But this lurver, I think, does not have a clue. He does not have a clue what to do. I mean, he can just get around him. He's got the hit points to take some shots to get around this T54 E2. But he just cannot pen. He can just not pen. And Project here, I'm guessing he is shaking at this moment, because he's had a blinder of a game. 6k damage, 2,100. He is wiggling his turret. He does not want to be killed right now. And I honestly think his hands are shaking. He knows he can do this. He just needs probably 2 more bounces. He's bounced 2.4k damage already. He needs to be careful as he's backing up to get that shot. Can the lurver actually pen? No, he can't. Can he pen? Yes, he can. 76 HP. He just needs one more shot, but he's also going to need one more bounce. He gets the bounce. He also bounces the lurver. Oh my God, he has to do this. He can't get pen now. And of course, he is going to do it. What a game. 3,000 block damage thanks to that lurver. 6.9k damage in a tier 8 tank. Well played, Project. Well played. I can see you changed your name there. Eris pads her chest. So thank you guys for sending me them in. Great games. Yes, there are a bit of dummies, but you both deserve to be in this video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy. I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye. With